Bianca.
And I'm Deanna. And here we come together to serve the brew.
Yeah.
We are so thankful you guys are tuning in and subscribing to our channel.
Yeah.
Since we started, we have gotten over 100 subscribers. We have all of our videos have amassed over 1,000 views combined.
Thank you.
We are growing, and we want to thank you for helping us grow. It's definitely been a fun journey.
It has been a fun journey, and it has been like absolutely amazing to see like people want to listen to our podcast. They want to hear what we gotta say. So it's amazing to see those numbers each week, and I'm so thankful for everybody that subscribes. And a big thank you from What's Brewing Sis
Big
podcast.
thank you. And we're continuing to grow and getting better each and every time. So we want you guys along with our journey. So continue to tune in and grow with us.
Absolutely.
Yes, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share.
Ow. Definitely like, comment, subscribe, share. Talk about it over Sunday dinner with your family and friends.
You done get us at the dinner table. Get your pork chops.
Get your
applesauce.
All of that. Your biscuits. Not my mama's biscuits.
Not my mama's biscuits. Join us. Get
Talk
you a
about
biscuit and yes, comment in the video as you enjoy your Sunday dinner.
Play it over Sunday dinner. Talk about it. So our last couple episodes definitely gave you guys something to talk about.
Yes.
We talked about Father's Day and Juneteenth. Yeah. Father's Day was really great. I loved that episode because it was a little video about our fathers, and we talked about dads.
Yeah.
So that was
share some pictures and memories and all that good stuff. Very heartfelt.
It was. You know what I enjoy most about our Father's Day video is that we all have these special moments with our dads.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? And I think for a lot of people that's going to touch them, you know, and make them just either want to have a great relationship with their dad or just remember the good times, you know, that they were able to share with their fathers.
And even your current relationship with your dad, enjoying your time with them, because, you know, it's definitely great to have your dads in your life, you know, and being a part of it. And even if you are not a father or you don't have a father, we want to thank the father figures who are, you know, men in children's life.
Yes.
Filling in the gap, you know.
Right.
So how often do you do, like, intentional self-care, or do you have a ritual routine or whatever that you're intentional about? Like I mentioned, the monthly massages.
I
don't. I need to get better with that.
We are just like not good on because I don't have a routine. Like when my nails need to get done, I get my nails done. When I feel like, oh, you know, I need a massage, I'll go and get it, but I don't do enough of those things, which probably, you know, explains a lot of things about why I'm always so busy and why, you know, I'm always so, not even stressed, but just this constant need to get things done. And I think I have in my brain that it's like, I can do everything. I can do it all. I can do it all. But it's so important.
Decompression.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. I think what is, and a lot of women do this, and I'm sure some men, you feel guilty about self-care. So I even had a massage package at a place, you know, a chain massage place, and every month I could go in for a massage, but I started like not going and it'll like build up and I'll have 2 or 3 because it's like, well, I don't have time, or I need to do this, or I need to make sure this happens, or make sure someone gets somewhere a specific day. So I would like fall off and be like, okay, I'll do it next week. Right. Okay, I'll do it next week.
Putting yourself on the back burner.
Absolutely. So at some point I just canceled it because I'm like paying for this and I'm not even going. So I definitely need to get better and not think of it as a luxury and think of it as maintenance. Like you would maintain your car, you got to maintain your body and self-care yourself. So I want to do more of that, maybe massages and car trips, you know, even like a little road trip.
Stress test.
Okay.
So you sure you want to do it?
I think I might fail.
Are you stressed?
I don't know.
Okay. Don't be nervous. Okay, so we'll also share these questions with you guys, and please answer them. I'm curious.
See them down below.
Yes. So question number 1. Did you get enough sleep last night?
According to the medical community, no. But
Which is what, 8 hours?
I think they recommend 8 hours. So
yeah, I think it's like 6 to 8 hours for adults. So
I probably got about 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I feel like I got enough sleep, but I probably did wake up a couple times. So
What is enough sleep?
Oh, I went to bed around 11:30. I got up around 8:30.
Oh,
okay.
That's
too
a
bad.
lot.
That's a lot of sleep.
For her.
Yeah, wow, Jesus. So for me, yeah, for me, I did. I was able to sleep in a little bit this morning, and
rub it in.
No, well, it's so funny because we were talking about, not needing the alarm clock, and I didn't. I didn't need the alarm clock, and I woke up at the same time today. So while I woke up, I decided to go back to sleep and get that additional sleep just to make sure I was fully rested.
Yeah.
So I would say yes. So that's a yes around the board. Did you get enough sleep? Okay.
Enough for myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Number 2. When was the last time you ate something nutritious?
I will say that I fell off this week with that. So it probably was like 3 days ago where I had like a full balanced meal. So I definitely eat breakfast, something, hearty like cereal, Honey Nut Cheerios or something nice then. But, my lunches, I normally try to have some sort of vegetable or fruit.
Yeah.
So in the past couple of days, I haven't been on top of that.
Okay.
I did good today primarily because JoJo cooked in the morning and he made egg whites this morning.
That's
So
nice.
that
I
was good.
said I needed JoJo.
I need a show.
But then after that, I kind of forgot to eat. So I didn't eat again until just before coming to tape. So I was like, I left the house like, man, I really didn't eat nothing else after those egg whites. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm bad with that too. I think maybe 2 days ago I had a banana.
Oh.
2 days ago I had a banana. So my level of stress, that probably takes me up there. So let's figure this out. Okay, question number 3. Will this matter next year?
Will whatever stressing me?
Yes.
Yes.
It will matter next year.
So I think the only stress that I currently have is centered around us getting our business started.
Yeah.
So my business would definitely matter next year.
I agree. I'll get it out of the way.
Yeah. Other than that, I don't really think I have too much stress. I have normal people stress like, man, I just got paid, now I got to pay bills. But nothing crazy.
Will this matter next year?
So I guess, I hope not. The thing that's probably been most pressing on my mind this week has been the fact that I've been having issues with my hands and, muscle pain and aches and swelling and stuff like that. So I'm hoping that will be resolved.
For sure.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Do you think that has to do with anything with stress or with anything?
I don't think it has anything to do with stress, but I think it is stressful.
Yeah.
It's like a new stress or.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Question number 4. When was the last time you were alone with your thoughts?
Every day. Probably before you guys came over for the podcast. So I got time to sit and think.
Yeah, daily.
Yeah, for me, it's really, really hard because I either have a phone in front of me, a computer in front of me, or computer number 2 in front of me. So, early in the morning, I try, but this question for sure hits a little hard for me because I'm not doing well with this.
It's sounding like Shelly needs a sabbatical.
Yes.
Yeah, you need a weekend of no
Lock
devices,
your phone and computer
away somewhere.
That would be so hard.
Don't tell anybody where you're at. I have done that before.
Yeah.
And it's very relaxing. And
But you tell
need that
no
time.
one? You don't tell anybody?
Well, I mean, I think, Joseph knew where I was. And I was with other people, but we were kind of, separate from each other for majority of the day. We went to a place called the Sanctuary, so you're like the owner of the property. She gets a little background information about you. Then she puts you in a specific room.
This sounds like a Najee Ramba.
I know. I'm like, what?
She puts you in a room. Like, the rooms are titled different things, biblical reference, and then there's books in there that you can read. The bed is, nicely made and all that, so you could just relax, spend time with God. Pray,
I think I give myself too much credit. I feel like the world needs me, and if I go away for a while, people will need something.
So the world does need you, but they need you at your best self. So
yes, that's right. This is not going to be an attack on me because remember,
it's not an attack. It's a ploy.
Deanna's very busy and stuff. Let's talk about Deanna. Okay, yes, no, I agree with that. I definitely need a sabbatical. I need to Najee Ramba. And if you don't know what that means, I'll put a picture below, but you should know. And take that
yeah.
I think
sabbatical.
You look worried. Stop looking worried. Number 5, have you been outside today?
Of course I have.
Yes, for sure.
Yes, just barely, going.
Walking to your car does not count as outside.
Well, I also stood outside for a few minutes with Bryce.
Okay, that counts as being outside. Yeah. How about you?
Savannah and I went to the mall. Yes.
The mall? You just went from the car to the mall.
Look, we walked
Was it an outdoor mall?
Yes, it was an outdoor mall.
Okay.
Yes, got it back. Got my points back. Okay, number 6. Are you placing unrealistic expectations on yourself? Yes, just forget it.
Help
me.
I don't think so. I don't think I set any unrealistic expectations. Sometimes. Let me take that back. I feel like I have to do things for people, you know what I mean? Like my immediate family. And sometimes I'll put it in front of something that I want to do. But
why
other
do
than
we do that?
I don't know.
It's the nurturing nature of a woman sometimes.
Sure.
So I don't think I necessarily put unrealistic expectations on myself. I think people may think that.
Yeah.
But I don't think so.
She puts unrealistic. She's in denial. She needs a 12-step program. Please help her.
I'm like, come on. I'm starting to sweat over here.
Keep it real here.
I don't think I put unrealistic expectations on myself. Just because I like to do multiple things.
Deanna. Stop it.
I don't think it's unrealistic.
It is unrealistic time-wise. Yes, you can do multiple things, but can you do all multiple things in one day or in 1 week? Probably not. Sometimes it do be.
Sometimes there's busy periods. There's certain activities that are ongoing.
I can't help you out because I know I do.
She needs a 12-step program.
I do too. I mean, it's. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes too, you can put yourself in a spot where it's like, yes, this is unrealistic and I can't get it done. But then you get it done, and it's almost like, well, if I did it that one time, now I know I can do it again, and it just becomes this like ridiculous cycle of you doing things that you probably should have said no to, or you need an extra day.
Self-care is saying no.
Self-care, for sure.
Self-care is saying no.
Look, this is all about growth. This is all about getting better.
Unbeknownst to many, or despite popular belief, I do say no sometimes. If I say yes to everything, it would be even more than the things that I do. But I do.
Do you feel like, Deanna, that you have anything that you say yes to that you probably should say no to?
At times, yeah. Not because it's something that I don't want to do per se. And there's been times that I've committed to things and had to recoil. I definitely don't like to do that. But I have, grown to a place where if I'm physically not able to do something, I'm okay with saying I can't do it.
Me too.
No. You should just went to the next one.
I'm so sorry. Number 7. Is there something you can learn from this experience, from talking self-care?
I think so. I think what I am learning is to one, manage my time more, and self care could be anything. So self care can also be taking care of your health.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the things I did, I got braces.
Braces.
So I'm learning that I have a list in my head, I think, of things that I want to do for self-care. And things I want to incorporate after having this conversation.
Absolutely. I think my self-care moment for this year was I was kind of putting off the process of going to get a mammogram and just worried. And this is definitely something that we're going to talk about in a full episode later. But, you know, Deanna and Bianca serve as true kind of like calling you out for things that you should be doing and taking care of yourself. So for me, getting that mammogram was so important to do, and I was very happy that I did it.
Yeah, relieved.
Yeah, and that was definitely my self-care moment.
Yeah, so for me, I would say I had to accept that, you know, if you have a health situation or whatever, dealing with that is not a negative thing, I guess, but important as well, because I felt like the time that I spent recovering from an illness was time, you know, wasted. Like I wasn't doing anything. I need to make up for that time lost. The time lost.
That's big for me too, Deanna. I'm with you.
It's not lost time. It was, you know, necessary.
It is.
You know, but yeah, I think I went from a place of feeling like, okay, I spent a year, you know, getting better. Now I need to make up for that time. But that wasn't like, I need to rephrase it or retrain my brain to not think like that I wasn't doing anything.
Yeah.
Recovery and healing is a process, and that is.
We had a moment with Deanna this year where we kind of brought her to the table and was like, "Look, dude, we're
trying to give me an intervention."
Yeah, intervention.
Yes.
We had an intervention with Deanna this year where we were like, we're worried. You know, we're concerned. I'm happy that we did it. Even if you feel differently about it, because I was worried because I'm just like, it just seems like so much, and we just want to make sure that you're okay.
Yeah, I think checking in with your friends or, you know,
is a very good thing.
That's definitely good.
Yeah. Check on me. Make sure I'm good.
I think I've been having that conversation with you lately as well about how many things you fill in your time with.
Yeah.
Because, you know, self-care, it means that you don't have to fill every moment, every hour, every second of your day with a thing.
Yeah, sure.
It could be you taking 30 minutes every 4 hours to just sit back and do nothing for a moment.
Yeah.
Because when you are so busy that you are now causing stress to yourself, then what is the purpose? Yeah. So, you know, it's okay to just not do stuff sometimes.
It is. And I think initially I did feel like, well, I wasn't able to do anything for over a year, so now I want to do all the things that I couldn't do. But I also, you know, I did push back on the intervention because I was like, they're like, are you just doing things to keep yourself busy so you don't have to think about other things? Or
we said that. We asked
that. And I was like, no, I'm like actually doing things that I was at a place where I felt good that I could do things, you know, so I wanted to do the things that I wanted to do. But I wasn't avoiding anything, you know. You know, like filling up my time, my schedule with stuff.
Do you think that you're addicted to
Addicted, that's a powerful word.
Do you think that you like just staying busy, or do you think that you just are a busy person?
I like staying busy, and I like, and I am a busy person, I guess. But I like having things to do. I always did. So it was, to me, I felt like, and yes, I was glad to be able to do things that I couldn't do for a period of time, but also that I always did a lot of things. So I think it might have been perceived differently, because, you know, it's like, oh, you're coming out of a big, you know, health ordeal. Don't push yourself or don't do too much too fast or whatever. But it's like, well, before that, I was always doing a lot of things. So doing a lot of things is a part of who I am and what I like to do.
I think that is a part of you. You're kind of an overachiever. But also, I feel like you got busier. I don't think you see that you got busier than what you were before.
I think it just feels busier.
I think you got busier. I don't think that you realize that you got busier.
Yeah, I think it was the same level of busy.
But I think for me, I have a little anxiety, so I can't do have all these things or have a lot on my schedule because I would freak out.
Yeah.
I would literally be like, I can't do anything, so I'm just gonna lay down and take a nap because it's too many things on my plate. So I'm just now like, I am, work, school, business, taking care of our business, and anything outside of that is like a hit or a miss.
Which is
for me.
already a lot.
Yeah, which is already a lot. But outside of that, it's a hit or a miss for me, whether I'm going to be able to go or attend. But I definitely want to make sure that I definitely want to enjoy things like we went to a small business conference and things like that. So I want to add more things and not have that anxiety of, adding more things to my schedule.
Yeah, but I think it's important to be intentional. Like, I promise you, I don't put stuff on my schedule just to have stuff on my schedule. It's things that I actually have interest in or, that I see value in, I'm not like just like on Eventbrite or something looking for what's something I can get into.
Not Eventbrite.
It has to make sense. It has to be, something that I find.
I think we hear you say I'm sleepy, or you will be sleepy, or like Bianca's favorite saying of hello,
good night, Irene.
Good night, Irene. Bianca will good night, Irene us when we just start saying random things.
Right. Like yellow bananas are purple. Like, good night, Irene. Good night. Go and just hang up. I did that to the other day. Go and hang up. Hang up the phone now. And I don't do it to be offensive, but it's like, just go to sleep.
Yeah. So I don't think you're reacting off of something that we're not kind of giving the situation. So for me, I will admit, you've caught me where it's like, dude, come on. Like, you need rest. You're taking on too much, for your plate. But I don't know. I got to stop thinking like I have this point to prove. So for me, I think this conversation alone has been therapeutic. But I will
do. Are you proving the point too?
Myself. Myself. I have a point to prove to me as a person. Like, I am very important, and I just want to be dope at everything that I do.
Shelly is very much, I want to be great at everything. Nobody's going to tell me I have too much on my plate.
Yeah.
I could do it all. And you can to some degree, but also you can't to some degree.
Yeah.
Like,
so
you
even
have
just
to...
hearing that right now, I'm just like, what is she talking about?
Exactly.
So I have to find my moments in time.
Yeah, I mean, truthfully, when you burn the candle from both ends, you can't really be as efficient or as productive. Or,
very true. As creative, which is like, my niche. So I have to instill those things, in me. Deanna, do you have anything that you think that you need improvement on? And that's questions for everybody.
Oh yeah, I mean, certainly, yeah. I haven't arrived.
Yeah.
I'm not perfect.
No, I mean as far as de-stressing and self-care. Do you have anything that you need to improve on?
Yeah.
And what is that? You can help somebody out here.
I think time management, and doing more of the self-care things, like getting back to my monthly massages, and, making sure that I make the necessary time for myself so that I can also be as, productive and refreshed as I can possibly be.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you, Bianca?
I think for me it's time management. I know I slack on that sometimes. I might be like, okay, I'm going to do my homework now, and then it'll be 2 hours later and I'm on Instagram somewhere.
Yeah.
So I think if I tighten that up, I can make more time, A, for self-care, and B, for other things that I want to do. And also, obviously I want to do more self-care and also work on my anxiety a little bit, where it's not, I think I'm so much better now that I talk to people about it, but where I'm not like, freaked out about doing so many things, because it's like I can't. So I definitely want to work on that.
Okay. And then question number 8, the final question from our list is, will you miss this moment in the future?
Like I said, I could tighten up on this time management.
Yeah.
But I think that I'm taking the appropriate time. At least I think that I'm taking the appropriate time to, be present in the moment.
Yeah.
And I definitely try to work on being present in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I try to be intentional on being present in the moment as well. Because I do feel like time is the one thing that we really just don't have.
Time is expensive.
Yeah.
It's only 24 hours in a day. I'm like, if I had a 39-hour day, maybe that would work.
Yeah,
better,
I say that often. I need more time.
So, even if it's at home with my kids, if they're, getting in my way or getting in my space while I'm trying to work, I try to just take a moment to be like, okay, let me enjoy, this extra hug or kiss that they're trying to give me, even though I need to get on this Zoom call or whatever. So I do try to be intentional about being present in the moment.
Yeah, and for me, I just feel like everything is going fast too. So it's kind of like, will I miss this moment? Yes, because when you think about it, this is gonna be like our journey, our start, our podcast is just on its 5th episode now, and it's doing so well. I'm like, these are memories that we're creating that we'll be able to always hold on to. So for me, it will definitely be a yes. Like I'll miss this time, but to know where we're going, in the future, just makes me want to say, okay, kind of breathe it all in and take it in,
enjoy it all,
enjoy it for sure.
Yeah, definitely. So this has definitely been a great talk about self-care. Hopefully you guys could take something away from this.
Yes.
Let us know how you self-care. Definitely comment, again, like, subscribe. Let us know how you self-care.
Yeah, give us some ideas.
Give us some ideas. What do you do? And maybe we'll talk about it more. But I did want to bring this up, myths about self-care, and these few things to leave everybody with. So self-care is not an indulgence. Self-care is not selfish. Self-care is not a once-in-a-lifetime experience. So this should be done frequently. And self-care is not time-consuming. Like I said, self-care could be a 5-minute walk outside. It could be, an hour in the nail salon getting your nails done.
A bubble bath with candles.
A bubble. Ooh, come on. That sounds luxurious right now.
That's a daily thing for
That's
me.
a daily thing. See, you didn't say that in your self-care.
I didn't.
Yes, a bubble bath.
And you guys always make fun of me about my...
I'm
taking a nice hot bath, but,
That's your self-care.
That is definitely
your daily self-care.
Yeah.
So, definitely make sure you take care of yourself and, let us know how you guys take care of yourself.
Yeah. And I was thinking maybe for the next episode, what we could also do is kind of like a test for ourselves and take at least one of the tips that we've gotten and then bring that back to the table. And maybe, we can all share with our audience and let them know how we did.
Yeah.
And, find out if it's something that'll work for us. Because one thing that I know for sure, if you don't do it, do yoga. Yoga is so...
I want to get into that.
Oh, it is so relaxing and definitely something that I was doing and stopped, but maybe that can be my takeaway from the table.
So, next time you see us, we'll actually about yoga.
Okay.
You don't sound convinced.
I'm going to do it. I'm just like, how am I going to do it?
Self-care.
Yes,
Self-care.
self-care.
What about you, Deanna?
Maybe I'll do the nice lot.
What? Nice hot bath? See, self-care is allergic. She's allergic to it.
This is when you will say what? What will you say?
Good night, Irene.
Good night, Irene. I hate when you do that. I cannot stand it. Because I be like...
we should good night Irene her because she just fall asleep.
Good night. I be like, lay it down.
But you can't hear us. You can't hear us.
I like, nope.
Oh, goodness.
Looking at the ceiling on her camera.
Yep.
So Deanna's doing the nice hot bath.
Yeah.
Bianca, what you gonna do?
I want to try to incorporate workouts.
Okay.
So some workouts, and I would love to learn how to meditate, but I don't know how to be quiet in my head. Like
It's not
meditation is something like people go to school for it.
Yeah.
Right. It takes practice.
It does. I'll be sitting there trying to be quiet and focused, and next thing I know, I'm making a grocery list. I start thinking about stuff that happened last week.
So you have to practice and give yourself, allow yourself some grace to, like, if you did it for 30 seconds, be like, okay, then 60 seconds.
Yeah.
And build on it. It's not an easy skill.
I'll definitely work on that because it's crazy in there.
You gotta be alone with your thoughts, like when you're outside with the trees.
Or practice. Try something like the guided meditation. Mm-hmm. That can help.
Because they're kind of telling you and pause for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And
maybe I do that. I've never heard of guided meditation, so I'm not quite sure what that is.
It's meditation for beginners. Okay,
I'll do that because I need some help.
So help us out there. See?
Again, guys, thank you so much for joining us. We definitely appreciate you tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe. One more thing before we go. We definitely want to highlight a local business. We did say we're going to do this every episode.
Yes.
Yep. Guys, if you want to send something into us, you'll see our P.O. box here below.
Yeah.
And if you want to email us about your business, we'll definitely love to highlight it. You'll see our email address here below. Send us information about your business, your Instagram or Facebook page, and we'll definitely love to highlight that. But we have a business here today we'll love to highlight.
Yes. So one of my great friends, her name's Mary. She owns her own business. You can find her on Instagram at MJV Designs and Creations. She actually created our beautiful love shadow box for the show today, and that's exactly what we were talking about, love and self-care.
Yep.
So thank you very much for doing that, Mary, and please, she's a whiz at balloons as well, so if you have a special occasion coming up, she will definitely create something for you absolutely amazing. So please check her out on Instagram at MJV Designs and Creations.
Yep, and then she also made these beautiful shadow boxes for Shelly, so they can definitely be personalized.
Yes.
You can see her name here. Definitely cute stuff. I did go on her Instagram page, saw some of the balloon arches, so those things are beautiful. Mm-hmm. So you'll see her Instagram page posted here below. Yep. Definitely check her out, hit her up for any of your business needs or any personalization needs. You could definitely have these around your home. So it's great decoration.
Yeah,
so
and a part of self-care too. So I definitely wanted something that I can display on my design table in front of my computer, just to kind of keep that something pretty in front of me.
Yeah, definitely. So definitely check her out.
Yes.
So again, thank you guys for joining us. We definitely appreciate you. Again, like, comment, subscribe, and share. And keep it brewing.
Keep it brewing.